Hi Aries, this is April with astrolotta.com and I am here with your June 2017 monthly horoscope. It is hot out where I'm at, but I hope you guys enjoy the scenery of the outdoors. Hopefully you can hear me over the country music blasting. This horoscope is a general horoscope for anyone who has their sun, their moon, or their ascendant/rising sign in the sign of Aries. And don't forget, if you want a more personalized horoscope, a personalized 6-month horoscope, year horoscope, or a reading of your charts based on your time of birth, if you want me to look at relationships, any of those things based on your exact day and time of birth, then you can go to my readers page on astrolotta.com. It is below this video. It's also up on the little I button in this video, and we can schedule a reading. We can talk on Skype, or I can send you a recording, whatever you like, whatever you like. So Aries, what's going on for you guys in June? What are the main astrological events that are happening that affect my Aries people? Actually, June does start off with a little bit of a bang because we have Venus in your sign conjunct Uranus in your sign. So what does that mean? Okay, so Venus is the planet of beauty, love, relationships, enjoyment, all that good stuff, right? Uranus is the planet that's like a really crazy energy of things happening that are unexpected, surprises, things that are unique, things that are out of the box, out of the ordinary, out of the blue. So when the two planets come together, and especially in your sign, Aries, that can mean a few things. It can be either good or bad. It can go either way. What it can mean is you will be craving something new. You'll be craving new, you'll be craving variety, you will be maybe hit with an unexpected like love affair, or an unexpected attraction to someone, or someone unexpectedly being attracted to you, somebody that maybe you didn't really think of before, or maybe that they never thought of you before, or you guys saw each other as only being friends, and all of a sudden here you are, like they're in love with you, or you're, you know, they're professing their love to you, or you're doing that with someone else. So that's one scenario of what can happen. Now for Aries, Venus rules your money house, which is your second house in Taurus, and it also rules your relationship house. So I could definitely see relationship stuff like surprises popping off for Aries around the beginning of June, but also some surprises when it comes to money and finances too. And also the second house and Venus rule like enjoyment of the self, enjoyment of like the five senses. So that's the craving of something new, something exciting, something like, oh, I just randomly want to do something I've never done before to enjoy myself. So that's Venus and Uranus right off the bat on the 3rd. On the 4th of June, we have Mars moving into Cancer. So for Aries people, Cancer is your 4th house, home and family life. So a few things can happen with Mars and Cancer. Mars will be there throughout the rest of the month. And it could be that maybe you guys decide to renovate your house, because Mars, think of Mars's energy as like a bulldozer. It's like a very active, muscly dude. Mars is your ruler, Aries. So you know all about the active, muscly, strong people, you know. So that's what Mars represents. And imagine that going through your house, like your physical house. Maybe you might want to physically change things. Maybe you might want to knock down some walls and, like, you know, build a new room, build something different. Maybe you might want to move, because Mars is the planet of action. So your actions may be put towards moving to a new house, physically like picking up furniture and boxes and stuff and tossing them around, because Aries people are so strong, right? So Mars in the 4th house, I will give you a warning that you know, the 4th house, as I said, is home and family, right? And Mars energy is the energy of a warrior, so and a fighter and being aggressive. So wherever Mars travels, you may attract conflict to yourself from other people, or you may want to cause conflict towards other people in that area of life. So for you guys, it's family, it's people at home. And I have seen it time and time again when Mars is in somebody's 4th house. It's like at least one family member becomes their target, like somebody that gets on their nerves. They're always like, oh my gosh, like complaining about so-and-so. They're just like, oh, just getting on their nerves so bad. Or a family member might like target you like that and feel like they want to pick fights and stuff. So that might be something you want to keep a watchful eye on, Aries. No family fights, and this is like family season. Cancer, like the sign, the energy of Cancer, and all these planets moving into Cancer this month. And you know, this is the summertime in at least the northern hemisphere. So a lot of people are going to like family gatherings, graduations, Father's Day this month, cookouts, barbecues. So Aries, you guys may be like pumped up and hyped up around your family and get involved in some conflicts and fights. So just a fair warning that Mars is there and he wants to, you know. On the 5th of June, we have 2 planetary shifts. We have Venus moving into Taurus, your 2nd house of money, earned income. And then we have Mercury moving into Gemini, your 3rd house of communication and your day-to-day out and about places that you go. So first, let's start with Venus and Taurus. Venus in Taurus is, Venus is at home in Taurus, okay? And then, you know, Venus is at home in the 2nd house where it's transiting through. So what does that mean for you guys exactly? It means that you're going to probably want to go shopping a lot more. You're going to want to, you know, buy more beauty stuff. I mean, probably buy more of anything, because Venus, it rules money. It rules like material possessions, the things that you enjoy in the physical world. So you're just going to want to spend that money, okay? Because the 2nd house is not only earning money but spending it. Or it can be that your earned income can increase with the beneficial energy of Venus there. That's a possibility. But if you are an Aries that's on a budget, you're trying to manage your money, Venus in the 2nd can get you in a little trouble with those credit cards and that bank account. Just saying, if you are a lover of beauty, it may be hard to stay out of the beauty stores, you know, just being honest. But if you can afford that lifestyle, then you're definitely going to be living it up, enjoying going shopping. And Venus in the 2nd is also one of those transits to where if you're trying to watch your diet and, you know, watch what you eat, it can cause you to crave like all the Taurus-y foods, like the rich foods, the really sweet stuff, you know, the flavorful, super flavorful food that's like not the best for you, not the healthiest for you. So if you are an Aries watching your figure, Venus in the 2nd might get you, so just be mindful of that. So Mercury moving into Gemini. See, Mercury rules Gemini. That's its home sign too, and it's at home in the 3rd house. So this is like double Mercury, double Gemini. So for Aries people, you guys are going to feel extra chatty, extra communicative. You are going to have your mind like all over the place. You're going to feel like you have ADD even more than you already do, you know, because Aries is a really charged, energetically charged sign already. But Mercury in your 3rd house, oh my gosh, it's like you're going to be talking like that machine gun. You're going to be texting like super fast, you know. You're going to be it's going to be very hard not to skip words when you speak or when you type. So just be careful of that, or skip over details that are important. Your mind's going to moving so fast that that's something that can happen. But Mercury in the 3rd is a great time to enjoy communicating with people that are like in your neighborhood, that are like co-workers. It's the 3rd house too. Siblings, you may want to reach out to your siblings, talk to them more, spend more time with them. But yeah, your mind is definitely going to be like this. You're going to be very quick-witted, and this can be a time where you can get a lot of information, like, you know, read a lot about different subjects. You can learn some new stuff because Mercury in the 3rd house rules like the skills that you learn. So this is a good time for you to maybe learn a new skill. So yeah, that's what's happening on the 5th of June. On the 9th of June, we have a few things happening. We have Jupiter finally moving direct in the sign of Libra. That is your opposite sign, Aries. So that rules relationships for you guys. So when Jupiter was retrograde, I think it went retrograde sometime in February, sometime in like the late winter, early spring, or at least up here in my part of the world, that's what it was. But yeah, sometime in February, I want to say, Jupiter went retrograde. Now, when Jupiter is a planet of expansion, growth, and great blessings, a giver of great blessings. When it goes retrograde, it's like that stuff is kind of slowed down. It's kind of like Jupiter's like battery is like at halfway or something like that. It's not all the way fully charged, fully like spreading its love and blessings like it usually does. Jupiter's energy, I like to describe him as like a genie or something, or like a rich uncle that just wants to give and give and give, and it's like there's plenty for everyone, you know. So when it is moving retrograde, it's like there isn't as strong of a giving of blessings. And for you guys, it's been in relationships, so maybe some relationship stuff is slowed down. Jupiter in the 7th house of relationships, that can give you a lot of suitors. I'm just saying, it can give you a lot of dates, but the dates don't always have to like amount to a serious relationship though when there's 7th house transits. Don't get it twisted. It can mean that you meet lots of different people, you like them on a surface level, you hang out, you have drinks, you have food or whatever, you enjoy their company, but it doesn't always have to lead to like something serious. So Jupiter expansion in that relationship house could have brought a lot of Aries people, a lot of like potential suitors, like lots of different dates, lots of different people approaching you or talking to you or wanting to ask you out. But Jupiter is also like a big ball of hot air. Don't forget that. And what does hot air mean, like metaphorically, or when we say it in slang terms? It means somebody's just talking. They're just talking and it just goes and it disappears and floats off. It doesn't stick. It's not solid. So Jupiter in the 7th, when it moves forward, it can maybe help you proceed with, yeah, more dates and stuff, you know, more potential suitors or whatever, but maybe something finally developing and a blessing in the relationship department for some of my Aries people. So Jupiter forward on the 9th. Also on the 9th, we have a full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. It's Sagittarius and Gemini because the moon is in Sag, and that's in your 9th house of higher education, broadening your horizons through travel, through education, through reading, through studying under someone or what have you. And then the sun is on the opposite end in Gemini, which is your 3rd house of the lower mind. That's just picking up on, you know, bits and pieces of information here and there. So what happens here when there's a full moon? It's like there's this opposition, then there's a breaking point, there's a decision made that's like, look, this is what we have to do to meet in the middle. So some of my Aries can decide to finally go back to school. Some of you guys could be completing school because a full moon can bring completions, and this is graduation season in the US at least. But maybe some of you guys decide to continue your education when you had like let go of it before. Or maybe you guys make travel plans, you decide to finally take that vacation that you've always wanted to take. That's a possibility as well with full moon in the 9th house. Or it can bring a new perspective to you guys, like a new way of seeing things, a new way of believing, something to believe in, because the 9th house is also belief systems. So just your mind is definitely going to change with something big or something small with this full moon. So on the 20th, Aries, we have Mercury moving into the sign of Cancer, and that is your 4th house of home and family. So Mercury is your mind and communication, and it's going to shift into home and family. And also this is kind of like a reclusive, more reclusive energy. When Mercury's in the 3rd house, it was like chatty here, chatty there, chatty Cathy, chatty Patty, whatever you want to call it, you know, the little slang term for being like uber chatty. But once it goes to the 4th house, the root of your chart, that's Cancer energy, which like it likes to stay in its shell. It's very emotional. It can be kind of withdrawn sometimes, and it likes to be at home. So you may be just kind of a little more quiet, which I know is hard for Aries to be, right? But a little more quiet about your thoughts, and keep them to yourself and to your loved ones that you trust, and you know, your family, your friends, or whoever. But Mercury in the 4th can be a time where you start communicating a lot more within your family and with family members. You may crave those conversations with mom, with grandma, with, you know, grandpa, whoever. Just really want to spend time with them, chatting and talking about family history, old times, back in my day type of stories. So that's Mercury in the 4th house. That's Mercury moving into Cancer on the 21st of June. On the 23rd of June, we have a new moon in the sign of Cancer at 2 degrees of Cancer, and this is also your 4th house. So your 4th house is lit up towards the middle, the end of the month for my Aries people, so you guys are really going to be family-oriented people this month. Just try to avoid the fights with Mars there. But the new moon can bring a new beginning. It could bring an emptying out of something old to welcome in the new. So for you guys, that can be with your family life. You know, maybe some of you guys held grudges against family, and now this is a time for release, to let go of that grudge. Or maybe some of you guys might be moving. You know, Mercury is your mind. Your mind could be on moving. Mars is there. And now there's a new moon. So that could be a final clearing out of something to allow you to move to a new house. Or have a new beginning in your house, like have family members move in. Maybe family members are moving out. That's a possibility too. Or you're moving in or out of some place of living. But hopefully it's like, you know, it's a new beginning that brings you guys a sense of comfort, because when you think of home, that's what you think of, right? You think of comfort, a place to lie your head, to rest, to just be yourself, to chill in your underwear, to chill naked, like watching Netflix and eating popcorn, like by yourself, you know, comfortable, whatever makes you comfortable. Hanging out in your sweats with your hair messed up, not even worried about how you look, that is comfort, okay? So home is usually that place. But you know, a new moon there can bring a new beginning. Like you can redecorate, you can rearrange your home to make you feel a lot more comfortable in that place of living. Or yeah, just move somewhere new. So that was it for your forecast for June, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to check out my readers page on astrolotta.com. My name is April, and I will be so happy to read for you and to speak with you. And until the month of July, I will see you guys then. Peace. What sign are you?
Oh, I'm a Aries.
You're an Aries? Oh, when's your birthday?
April.
April what?
9th.
Yeah, you're an Aries. Well, just like say your name and say hi. And
my name's Joey. I'm from Cali.
And what sign are you?
I'm Aries.
An Aries?
How do you say it? How do you say it?
Aries.
Aries.
And what do you like to do? You look athletic, and Aries usually athletic. What do you like to do?
I love working out, playing sports.
Sounds about right.
What do they do?
Work out and play sports.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are known for that. And having big heads, but your head's not that big, so... Okay, yeah, his head's not that big, right? It's cool.
It's like average.